Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, Janik Sports, and welcome back to the Sprint to Glory. This time, we are going to Turkey. So, assistant coaches, it would be much appreciated if you guys could smash over 2,500 likes so far in this series. We have been able to do that on every single episode. Now, let me tell you one thing, assistant coaches. Sadly, this Sprint to Glory is different from the other ones you have seen so far. The seasons, like normally I go through the seasons and I show you the transfers, how much they cost and all of that. But sadly with this one, the file got corrupted. So I only have the team at the end right now to show you guys. But I decided to put all the players into the team and then start off a new career mode to show you guys how the players are at the start. And then later on, I will show you them when they are fully grown in our team. The team I picked was Genclerbirligi, and as you can see, this is the only usable striker from Turkey. His name is Demir. He plays for Trabzonspor. He's a 4-star skiller with high-low work rates, and he has flair and the long shot taker trait as well. So he's a really good striker to use from Turkey if you're looking for someone in that position. Obviously in the cam position, we just had to go with Hakan Çalhanoğlu, 79 rated at the start, which in my opinion was not really what he deserved. He should have gotten at least an 80 rating after his performance in the last season. Maybe this season not so much, but Kerim Fry will be on that left hand side, and let me tell you one thing, this guy is incredible. He performs like a beast, like Messi. Honestly, his physical stats are unbelievable. You'll see that later on. Salih Uçan will actually make it into the starting 11, even though his potential is lower than someone who will come up later on. He actually made it into the starting 11 later on in the last season. Oğuzhan Özyakup, definitely the biggest talent from Turkey in FIFA 16. He is a 4-star skiller, 4-star weak foot, really good physical and technical stats. You should definitely try him out. Gökhan Töre from Besiktas as well. 3 players from Besiktas so far who are actually in the first position in Turkey. Gökhan Töre is one of those guys that are actually really good footballers, but in real life he has done some stupid shit. That's the reason why I normally do not really like him, but that's another story. As you can see, Ayhan is playing in the right back position, originally a centre back from Schalke, loaned out to Eintracht Frankfurt. Nukan is coming in from Red Bull Leipzig. I used him in my Sprint to Glory with Leipzig as well. A really good centre back. Starts off at 72, 80 potential on him, and doesn't cost you too much at the start of the second season, I think, because he just recently joined Salzburg. Kuleli was the only goalkeeper I could use. The only one with potential over 80, and actually his potential is exactly 80, I think, but he starts off at a 64 rating, so that makes him a great choice for people doing a Road to Glory career mode. You can pick this guy up for very low amount and you can use him straight away. 17 years old. In the center back position, we have Koray Günther from our 1860 Munich career mode. Yes, he's normally German, but he does play in Turkey, so that means we can use him in this squad, and he's of Turkish descent as well, because Koray is a Turkish name. And as you can see right here on the left hand side, we have Taşdemir, who in my opinion was one of the biggest surprises in this team. He definitely was incredible with Kerim Fry right in front of him. He can play in the left midfield position as well, but he reminded me of Vitek from our 1860 Munich career mode, but much more overpowered. Gürler was already in this team in Genclerbirligi, and he's 71 rated. Decent physical stats and dribbling stats, but Kahveci was the other one that we had in the team as well. Center attacking midfielder, 5'9" tall. Really decent stats on him as well, but apart from that, we didn't really have too many big players that were at Genclerbirligi already. But Yunus Mali was definitely someone that we had to go for. 77 rated, like 81 potential. I think that should be upgraded for the next FIFA. At least like 83 would be decent for him. Yokuşlu was actually the guy I thought would make it into the team, but he sadly didn't, because Uçan was growing more than him, even though his rating was higher and even though his potential is higher than Salih Uçan. Çağlayan is a beast. Guys, if you're doing a Road to Glory career mode, pick this guy up. High-low work rates, flair trait on him, really good dribbling, can play right midfield and left midfield, and definitely a really good choice to pick up for your team. Now we are in 2022, so after like 8 seasons, I can finally show you guys what happened to this team at the end. Sadly, I couldn't show you how much these players cost me, but I'm sure you guys will forgive me. for the file being corrupted. But as you can see, we came in the first place, and that means that our team actually grew enough to be able to compete with the likes of Galatasaray, Besiktas, Fenerbahce, all of those teams. Our goalkeeper went up to 80. He starts off at 64, now he's 80 rated, and he's only 24 years old. And if you keep training him, he will definitely go above the rating of 90 at some point, because he's just 24 years old. Kaan Ayhan, 80 rated right back for my team, 27 years old. Same goes for Koray Günther, but he's 81 rated. Definitely a really solid centre back alongside Nukan, who in my personal opinion was the best centre back in this team. He's really tall, really strong, definitely one of those centre backs I like to use. The left back Tashdemir, if you take a look at his stats, he is just incredible, and I would definitely recommend you guys pick him up. But the biggest talent of this team was Oğuzhan Özyakup, 88 rated centre midfielder, 29 years old now, but look at those stats. He's literally unbelievable. 35 games played, 9 goals and 6 assists as a centre midfielder. That is good enough for me. Salih Uçan, my favorite from FIFA 14, 82 rated centre midfielder, 28 years old by now. Really good stats, offensive and defensively as well. And on the right hand side we have Gökhan Töre, who grew from 80 to 86 within all these seasons. Sadly not performing too well, because Çağlayan was being put into the team every single time when we had to go through seasons. But Kerim Fry, look at this, 45 matches played, 17 goals and 10 assists. If I can tell you guys to pick up a couple of players from this team, Kerim Fry will be in the first position. The second position I would say Emre Tashdemir, but right here you can see Hakan Çalhanoğlu, 82 rated now. This guy, I picked him up on free agents, he grew to 82. Demir actually grew to 81, you'll see that in just a second, and he was good enough. But this guy scored 21 goals for me. Yunus Mali grew +2 over his potential, which is 81 I think. 83 rated right now for me, 30 years old. Definitely a good player to use. You should try him out as well. Another thing that I missed out on telling you guys was that everyone apart from my defense had 4-star skills in my starting 11, and that was just unbelievable. You could skill around every single team with every single player in your offense. Çağlayan, as you can see here, grew to an 80 rating, only 26 years old, so you can definitely train him up to like an 84 or 85 throughout his career. Yokuşlu, a really well balanced out player. At the start of FIFA 16 I saw this guy and I was like, I need to try him out, and he definitely was worth picking up. He was a great replacement for Salih Uçan and Oğuzhan whenever they got injured. Demir right here, 81 rated. I think he has like 80 potential, but definitely a really pacey striker that we could use with some great finishing on him as well. Denizhan Deniz, Ahmet Oğuz and Höpf, those were not really important, but Serdar Gürler was in my team already. And if you look at these stats right here, you know why Gökhan Töre wasn't playing that many matches. This guy was playing all the time for some reason. His physical stats are mental. Above 90 pace, that guy is actually so good. But let me tell you the top 3 of the players that you should use from this team. 100% try Kerim Fry from Besiktas. Give him a chance. Özyakup, definitely get him into your team. 88 rated by now for me, and such a beast. Can go forward and move back as well. Great at passing the ball. But Tashdemir, I would put him into the 3rd position. The left back is a really good option. Normally if you think of left backs from Turkey, you definitely think about Caner Erkin from Fenerbahce, but this guy was absolutely amazing. So try him out, give it a shot. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, even though it wasn't the normal format that we normally use, but hopefully next time the file will not get corrupted. Smash that like, that would be much appreciated, assistant coaches. Let's try and reach over 2,500 likes. Hopefully you guys have a nice day, and peace.